Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you've had a good day. Mine ain't been too bad, but anyway, weekend soon. Friday, weekend, you know the score. Right. I wanted to make a video about the issue of Russian boxers, because we all know what's going on in Ukraine. I think anyone who has any semblance of humanity will be opposed to innocent people being killed regardless of their ethnicity, nationality, regardless of who they are. If you think throwing bombs at people is an answer to anything, I'm talking about throwing bombs at innocent people, civilians and so on. To be honest, you don't deserve to be alive, or at the very least you deserve to be in that war zone. But anyway, I've read several articles saying that Russian boxers will be demoted in rankings, they won't be allowed to fight in certain contests and so on. So, look, the last article I read concerned Dmitry Bivol and the proposed fight with Canelo. Look, I'm completely opposed to this mindset. Completely opposed to it. Using Bivol as an example, he's a boxer. Okay, he's Russian. Now, you know what? He may not be a supporter of Vladimir Putin's invasion. He may be someone who would join those Russian protesters, of which there were many, protesting against the war, saying that they're ashamed of what their government is doing. And the idea that we are somehow, not we as in me, necessarily you, but we the West, are somehow making some sort of statement that A, has any moral validity, and B, that Putin and his minions are going to give a fuck about, by banning boxers, is absolutely fatuous in the extreme. I'm English. I was born in England. I was born in London. I cannot tell you the contempt I have for Boris Johnson and his plethora of snivelling, weaselly little self-entitled, self-serving twerps. I despise this shower of shit government. And if someone came along and said, I'm going to stop you from earning a living because your government is doing X, Y, Z that I don't like, I'd say, hang on a damn minute. I didn't vote for those cunts. You know, what are you talking about? Don't look at me. In a democracy, you don't have to support your government. That's the very essence of democracy. You can oppose them and you can vote them out. So this presumption that Russian athletes, not just boxers, but any Russian athletes, or anyone who's Russian, somehow immediately supports what is going on in Ukraine, immediately supports this, you know, pint-sized fucktard who's at the very least displacing tens of thousands of people. It's nonsensical. You can be of a certain nationality and disagree. And the idea that we are making a statement by persecuting Russian athletes, by making the presumption that they support what's going on, it winds me up something chronic, okay? So I just had to get that off my chest, because in my opinion, Dmitry Bivol, I don't know anything about his political views. You know, I got to laugh, but look at, you know, I normally buy an energy drink on the way to work to keep me awake. And as I was leaving, I looked at all the papers. They're all on the rack. I haven't bought a newspaper for decades because they're all garbage. They're all shit rags. And one of these tatty venal little rags, the Daily Mail, as you may know, you may have heard of this, you know, it's actually quite good, strong and thoroughly absorbent. As a newspaper, completely and utterly fucking useless. It had a headline, I've got to paraphrase it. Boris outraged at Putin bombing hospital. He will pay, says Boris. Look, Boris Johnson is a cartoon character, bumbling, buffoonish, caricature, semi-TV celebrity, born with a silver spoon in his mouth and has managed to turn it into a tin one. Had he come from a working class family, he'd probably, the biggest job he could expect would be to collect trolleys outside Asda. Compare him to Vladimir Putin, ex-KGB, military guy all his life, from a military background, by all accounts a ruthless, intelligent enough in that sort of Stalin-esque way to know what he can get away with, what he can do, a pretty good military strategist. Who's your money on? Who's your money on? But I know we'll cut down Facebook. We'll make sure the Russians can't use Starbucks. Western leaders have been absolutely pathetic of late. Johnson, obviously that fucking cretin Trump. And as bad as Biden is, I mean, fuck me, a hat stand in a wig would be better than Trump, but they've been pathetic. And compared to Putin, they are no competition at all. So Putin, you can ban the athletes. He won't care any more than he cares about the fact that, McDonald's aren't going to open a chain in Moscow. It's nonsensical. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting. This is a random video, but I just had to get this off my chest. Leave the Russian boxers alone. It doesn't solve anything persecuting them, and that's what it is. You're persecuting them. So that's my spiel for today. Anyway, leave your thoughts below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're trying to build the channel up a bit. Like the video if you liked it. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. I don't mind. If you spent time watching this video, I do appreciate it, even if you hated it. Peace out. One more day to go, and then we're at the weekend. Much love to everyone who's opposing the invasion. Russians, Ukrainians, British, Americans, don't care who it is. Peace, that's what we want. Fight war, not wars. Destroy power, not people.